Most people using the Linux terminal waste a lot of time doing things manually. They retype commands, move the cursor with their arrow keys, or restart commands when something goes wrong. But there are a few simple keyboard shortcuts that can make you much faster in the terminal. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 Linux terminal shortcuts that will save you hours of time. So the first shortcut, let's start with my favorite shortcut. It is the Control plus R. If you have been using the terminal for a while, you probably have hundreds of commands stored in your command history, like this. Instead of scrolling up forever trying to find a command, you can just press Ctrl R and you'll see something called reverse search. Now, if I start typing something like nmap, terminal shows previous command. The terminal immediately finds the last command that contained that word, and I can simply press enter to run it again. This is extremely useful when working with long commands like scans, logs, or docker commands. So the next shortcut is the Control A. This moves your cursor instantly to the beginning of the command line. For example, imagine I type the long command, which is like this. It would take me a lot of time to go back and change something in the front. There are even more cases when the command could be very long, or you are editing a nano file and you want to go to the start of the page of the file. What you can do is use Control A, and you will and your cursor will go to the first letter of that command. So now I can quickly edit the start of the command. Now the opposite of that is Control E. This moves the cursor instantly to the end of the command line. So if you're somewhere in the middle of a long command, so just press Control plus E and you'll jump straight to the end, like this. This is really helpful when you're editing commands quickly. So this next one is extremely important. This one is the Control plus C. This shortcut stops the command that is currently running. For example, imagine I start a long scan like this. Okay, and maybe I realized I typed the wrong IP address. Instead of waiting for the command to finish, I can just press Ctrl C and I can stop the command immediately. So this is one of the most commonly used shortcuts in the terminal. So shortcut number 5, Control plus Z. The last shortcut is the Control plus Z. This one pauses the current program and sends it to the background. For example, when I entered this command and I want it to run in the background, so what I can do is I can use Control plus Z and it shows it suspended the nmap. But don't worry, it's still running in the background. To reveal it, you can use the fg command and you can see it shows continued nmap command. So this is really useful when you're multitasking in the terminal, and it can bring back the command using the fg command. So these are the 5 Linux terminal shortcuts that can make you much faster when working in the command line. Once you start using this, it's honestly very hard to go back. If you want more Linux and cybersecurity tips like this, consider subscribing and liking this video. See you in next one. Bye bye.